My butt is getting bigger every single day, and I love the way my body looks. Why is my stomach getting so flat?
I will pass all my exams. I know what's going on.
I owe the banks a lot of money. But little do they know, I just learned about manifestation. Now I'm gonna get so much money, I don't need a job. Why? Because I can manifest. I don't need the old gods anymore. I answer to no one. Everything is mine, thanks to manifestation.
We need to talk about the manifestation community. Hello internet, it's Stargirl online. I want to start this video by thanking all of you who left such kind comments on my last video. I honestly was not expecting so much support, and I don't know, you guys have some really nice comments, some really motivating comments, and I even got like a few of you to subscribe to me, so I'm really grateful for that. Thank you so much. I'll make sure to work extra hard to produce even better content. So yeah, thank you so much. Alright, so today we're going to talk about the manifestation community. It seems like for the past few weeks, my For You page has been flooded with countless videos claiming that if I interacted 3 times, I would come across some new money, or if I use the audio in one of my videos, my crush would finally like me back. And I'll admit, yeah, I would interact the first couple of times. I mean, my reasoning was, okay, I would interact, the manifestation doesn't work out, that's fine. I'll just move on with my life. But then I was recommended just so many manifestation videos, and they only seem to get more and more disturbing. And as I dug deeper and deeper into the manifestation community, I came across some really alarming things. I wanted to make this video to bring more attention to these toxic parts of the manifestation community, not with the intention of completely clowning on and denouncing the community, but with the intention of making it a safer and healthier space. I put a warning at the very beginning of the video, but I do just want to remind you that at some point in this video, I will be discussing some very serious and potentially activating topics, such as disordered eating, self-harm, death, suicide. So if these are topics that are potentially activating for you, I do recommend that you skip that part of the video, or you can just skip the whole video entirely, no hard feelings. If that's the case, I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. So what exactly is manifestation? Manifestation is said to have been popularized in the West in 2006 by the release of the film The Secret, which also has a book of a similar name by Rhonda Byrne. However, like many things the West claims, it's nothing new. Manifestation is said to work using the law of attraction, which has been written about in Hindu scriptures dating back 4,000 years ago. Some scriptures include the following. The law of attraction has been interpreted in the West as like attracts like. Whatever you give your emotional energy and attention to is what will come back to you. So sort of like if you think positively, you'll attract positive things. More on that later. There are other beliefs like the law of assumption, which is philosophized by Neville Goddard as nothing exists outside of your own consciousness, and your entire experience of the world is simply a projection of your internal consciousness. The key to changing your experience is to start by changing the assumptions you hold about the world. And you can manifest anything using a combination of many methods. Common methods include vision boarding, visualization, meditating, repeating affirmations in writing or verbally, and the 369 method. But like I said, there are so many methods for manifesting, and it's actually recommended that you find the right method that works for you. I know, a lot of this may sound fake and dumb and like spiritual woo-woo, but I am not here today to debate whether manifestation works or not. I believe that as long as you're not hurting yourself or others, you are free to practice what you wish. But I will say there are features of and practices within the manifestation community that I think are hurting people. So let's talk about it. Manifestation is appealing because it's founded in this idea that you can have anything you want as long as you believe in it enough. You can manifest anything: money, good grades, a new car, your crush liking you back, anything. And you don't need much to do it. You really just need your mind and a good tutorial off of the internet. This, of course, gets exploited. If you've been on TikTok since the beginning of the pandemic, you've likely come across posts like these. They'll usually have some message like, on Friday, your crush will finally ask you out. Or they'll just describe these really desirable traits or lifestyles. And then somewhere else in the video, there will be some text like, interact 3 times to claim, or use this sound to claim. Which essentially means that if you like, comment on, and share the video, whatever is written will come true for you. Or you might have heard audios like these.
I get everything I want because that's just the way it is. Things are always working out in my favor.
Money comes to me easily. Money comes to me fast. Money loves my company. When money comes, it lasts.
It's all coming together for me because my life is supposed to go well and things are supposed to be good for me and life is supposed to be fun.
They're usually a song or a spoken affirmation or an excerpt from an inspirational speech from a manifestation guru. And users will claim that if you use these audios in your own video or repeat the affirmations to yourself, you will manifest whatever is being preached about. They exploit the things that many of us are made to feel insecure about and made to want. It's very clear that these videos are simply a ploy for the creators to gain engagement and followers. But with desperate times like the pandemic and the recession, in combination with TikTok's insane algorithm, these posts thrive. Like, people eat these posts up. Like, you will look into the comment section and find countless claim and free comments, or even people claiming that the video worked for them. And this is already really scummy, but I think it's even worse when these videos start targeting people's fears. Videos will claim that if you don't interact 3 times and skip the video, karma will find you and you'll have the worst week of your life. Other users will even claim that because they skipped the video, they ended up breaking their phone, losing money, getting into car wrecks, and even losing family members. To someone who may be spiritual or someone who struggles with paranoia, these posts can be very unnerving and cause a lot of anxiety. This exploitation is really scummy, but it's nothing new. And even though personally I may not consider them a part of the manifestation community, in many ways they are. Sadly, a lot of these accounts are able to gain such a massive following, and I really don't see them leaving anytime soon. Okay, the next topic I'm going to be talking about is actually kind of controversial within the manifesting community, and that's manifesting your specific person. or your SP. It's not surprising that when people are given the opportunity to manifest anything they want, a lot of them will manifest being with their crush or getting back with their ex. But I think we need to look into this phenomenon a little more. Like I said, there are many mixed feelings amongst members of the community when it comes to manifesting a specific person. Some of them believe that manifesting a specific person isn't a violation of that person's free will because to them, no one has free will. As one user states, there is no such thing as pure idealized free will. The truth is that we are all subjected to 1,000 variables that push us along one route or another. Your crush, or whoever it is you want to manifest, is also being influenced by all the variables of the universe. You can use your energy to push them a certain way. If you don't, the next person who likes them will, or their parents will, or an advert, etc. Which, okay. Others do believe that manifesting over someone is a violation of their free will, and one person writes, "Love is an energy, and when you imply force over it, it is no longer love." And there are some that believe that you can't force the energetic field or the universe to make someone love you when that's not the path of their vibration or destiny. To manifest from that space is a form of psychic abuse of another human being. You don't have the right or the power to obsess about another human being and believe that they will magically land back into your life. And ultimately, this kind of strategy towards the conscious creation process is damaging only to you. I resonate with the last statement the most, but again, I'm not here to debate which manifestation methods work or not. I really just want to call out how unhealthy it can be to manifest a person. I mean, I can't be the only one that gets a little freaked out watching these kinds of TikToks.
Use these 3 powerful affirmations to make someone absolutely obsessed with you. Number 1, I am on their mind all day long. No matter who they're talking to, no matter who they're with, no matter what task they're doing, I am the number 1 thing on their mind. Number 2, I am their main priority in life. No matter what's going on around us, their main job and their main priority is to make sure that I am taken care of and happy. Last but not least, affirmation number 3, I am literally their dream partner. They cannot imagine being with anyone better than me, and that is why they can't get enough of me. The process is literally, I decide I want you, and now you're mine. And I just act as if you're already mine, and it will happen. Once I convince my mind that you are mine, you will conform and be mine. I'm not going to get into free will and all that, but that is literally all it is.
I find these videos so creepy. A lot of these techniques require you to sort of like get into the mind of the person that you want to be with and imagine that you're already in a relationship with that person. And they basically insinuate that because you have some advanced knowledge about how the universe works, you are able to control people. And like, is that not kind of scary? Like, are you guys not scared? I'm scared. Like, imagine you get into a relationship with someone and then you find out that they like use all these manifestation techniques to get with you. Like, they would literally like write your name 100 times in a notebook for like 100 days just to be with you. Like, I would be so scared. Like, I don't think it's healthy to be in a relationship where one person thinks they can control the other person. Like, even if manifestation isn't real, I think that kind of mentality is really toxic and can potentially lead to more abusive thinking. And I also find it concerning that people who are manifesting a specific person are putting so much pressure on one person. As one user described their experience, I would get the guy sometimes, then realize most of the time it was a deeper need for love and acceptance that I was projecting onto these poor random men who were nowhere near as perfect as I made myself think. They're plain old human and have just as many flaws as anyone. They can never fix me or complete me. Only I can do that. It's better to manifest loving, healthy relationships for yourself in general than to place all that pressure on one person. And I really agree with this user. I think that if you're reaching a point where you're trying to manifest one specific person, you really need to take a step back and ask yourself, why? Why do you want to be with this person so badly? And why do you need to use manifestation to be with them? Has this person even shown you that they are the person you think they are? What are you trying to control in this relationship and why? And is that healthy? I think that if unchecked, this process will not only harm the person that's being manifested, but the person doing the manifesting. It's honestly just a lose-lose situation. But those are my thoughts, and I would love to hear what you think in the comments. I know a lot of people disagree with that. I know some people say that they've had success stories, but still there's something about manifesting a person that seems so toxic to me. When I said you could manifest anything, I really meant it. You can manifest anything. And this, of course, can get really dark. As I mentioned in the beginning, you can use a variety of methods to manifest. Some believe, however, that you need to target your subconscious mind. In order for you to manifest what you want, your conscious and subconscious minds must agree on that idea. And so we have the world of subliminals. Subliminals are silent affirmations or positive statements that are designed to bypass your conscious mind and go straight to your subconscious. By listening to the silent repeating affirmations over and over, you can program your subconscious mind to start believing them. And once your subconscious mind believes something, it will start manifesting in your life. And you can find these subliminals on YouTube. Many of them are seemingly harmless. You can manifest getting good grades, glowing up, or just being successful. But quickly, you'll come across subliminals for losing weight fast or severe weight loss. And it only gets darker from there. You'll soon come across the underground subliminal community. This community describes themselves as a part of the subliminal community focused on making subliminals centered around taboo topics such as worsening mental or physical disorders/illnesses, trauma, and similar things. These subliminals are typically made with the intent of coping, self-harm, or getting a diagnosis. You'll find subliminals that help you manifest unaliving your parents, unaliving yourself, developing certain disorders like depression, schizophrenia, and autism, being abused, and so many more disturbing things. I noticed that A lot of people are using these subliminals in order to have their traumas and disorders validated. Some came up with justifications like, I made this subliminal for people to gather evidence so they can get help. As a person who is also a victim of abuse, sometimes you would rather have people see and believe you rather than having your family get better and feel like all those years/months you spent trying to prove the abuse went down the drain. And other comments are clearly just cries for help. I found comments like these under a subliminal for unaliving anyone you desire. I usually forget listening to subs, but now I'm gonna listen to this as much as I can for my family to die. I don't want to get abused anymore, or else I'm the one who's gonna die. I'm not using this as a revenge, but so my father can pass away peacefully because he's abusive and hurt me mentally and verbally. Reading these comments was really hard. They honestly made me want to cry when I was researching for this video. It's just so hard to read comments like these, especially when it becomes pretty clear that a lot of these comments are coming from young people who are going through a lot and probably feel like they lack some control over their situation and feel like they have to resort to these subliminals just to cope with or get rid of their problems. It's so disheartening to see, and I never know what to say. I just wish the people that are using these subliminals had the support they needed, or maybe they do have that support, they just are scared to reach out. I want to bring more attention to the underground subliminal community because I feel like a lot of parents and a lot of adults might not be aware of it, and I feel like it's not taken as seriously. The fact that people are using these is just so alarming. And this goes way deeper than the manifestation community being unregulated. I think this is just another reminder to check in on the people around you. Make sure that they feel supported and loved. And if you're someone who may be using these subliminals, or you just may be going through a really tough time mentally, I recommend that you reach out to the people around you. And you and your life are so precious, and you don't have to fight through your problems all by yourself. Okay, yeah, it got pretty dark pretty quickly, but I don't want to fearmonger. You can be a part of the manifestation community and never engage with any of the parts of the community that I just described. There is one thing though that I think everyone within the community will encounter during their time manifesting, and that is, what do you do when your manifestations don't come true? And I think the way that people talk about coping with your manifestations not working can get so toxic. As I mentioned in the beginning, a lot of manifestation techniques are based in the law of attraction. If you focus on negative thoughts and bad outcomes, then you will attract them. If you focus on positive thoughts, have goals, and have a plan, then this is what you will manifest. But this can easily turn into toxic positivity, holding a perpetually positive outlook to the point that one denies their own emotions or the emotions of others. And this is so harmful because not only does it not allow us to process our own emotions or the emotions of others, but It can also create feelings of self-judgment, heighten the inner critic, and negatively affect your self-esteem. As one person described it, if your manifestations aren't happening, you sort of end up thinking, well, what's wrong with me? It creates a culture of self-blame. It also ignores the fact that there are systems in place that keep specific people from succeeding. I think Harlan says it best. The reality is that there are systemic barriers for people who live with poverty, discrimination, and marginalization that mere manifesting can't make go away. And failing a manifestation could lead to self-blame and even guilt among marginalized people, feelings that can be risk factors for anxiety and depression. And I think it can get so depressing when you see these people manifesting these dream lives while you can't. And you'll start feeling so guilty and unworthy, which is so unfair because a lot of the people that are manifesting these amazing things are really only able to do that because they already have money and power. It isn't lucky girl syndrome. It's just being privileged. The manifestation community isn't all bad. I just think there are certain parts of the community that aren't spoken up about enough. I think people get into manifestation because they see it as an easy, low stakes way to get everything that they want, and then they get wrapped into these toxic parts of the community. I think you can practice manifestation in a healthy way, and even if it doesn't work out for you, you'll pick up some healthy practices like journaling and meditating. And there are a lot of people in the community who really just want to help improve themselves and help others improve themselves. Not everyone in the community has bad intentions. I just think that if you're in the manifestation community, you need to check in with yourself every once in a while and really ask yourself what you're doing. Why are you manifesting certain things, and are those things potentially hurting you? And if you don't practice manifestation, just keep an eye out on the people in your life who do. They may fall into these toxic parts of the community, and you should be able to step in and help them out. And don't be an asshole about it. Have a discussion with them and don't make them feel even worse. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I think there's so much more that we can discuss about the manifestation community, but I didn't want to make this video any longer than it already is. And as always, I would love to hear your thoughts. I do have a few little prompts. What do you think about the manifestation community? Were you already aware of underground subliminals? And what are your thoughts on manifesting a specific person? I would love to hear your thoughts. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Love you. Take care. Bye bye.